Hello, guys. I know most of you are still awake. Well, hope you're having a awesomely blessed week so far. Today's Monday. So each week, I love to give some technology tips, and I just wanted to stop by tonight, and I'll be doing this each day as I bring to you the 10 tips. But before I get started, I'm Helena Richardson, web strategist and CEO with HRichnetworks. And I know a lot of you been working from home due to the coronavirus or the COVID-19 pandemic. We've all had to make some adjustments. My family lost three people due to the virus, and it's an adjustment for our schedules and for our family life cycle. So I'm praying for our nation and praying for our families as we continue to go through this time. But at any rate, this is a new way of life and doing business. And as you guys know, it's different for most of us. And but we still, as a small business owner, can take advantage of these online means of by setting up webinars, Facebook Lives, etc., to continue to grow our business as we go through these various things. And lately, I've been on several video conferencing or lives, and I just wanted to bring to you guys some video conferencing etiquette, starting countdown from number 10. We know that well, most of us know that video conferencing has become an essential component of our business, especially with all that's been going on in the world today. It's a means of helping us to improve the connectiveness of remote teams and members. So it's bringing us together remotely online. There's a fact that says that 80% of executives say video conferencing is taking over audio conferencing. And I believe it is because I've sat in several meetings where we've had video conferencing, and it's just kind of a way to see who your team members are and just to be able to communicate with your external stakeholders. So another statistic is saying that 50% of the workforce will work remotely by 2020. And here we are in 2020, and most of us are working remotely because of this pandemic. So I know some of us, it's new to most of us, and we're trying to get our hands wrapped around it. But there have been some things that I've been noticing in our video conferencing. So let's start with number 10. So the tip that I brought out today was, I don't know if you guys see my post, and this is it. And it's video conferencing etiquette countdown number 10. And it says to mute yourself when you're not speaking. So when you think about that, guys, even though you may not be speaking and you don't think, and you really think that you're being quiet, the microphones pick up the smallest sound, or the most minor background noises, like a cough, a sneeze, typing. And these sounds can be easily distracted for that person or the participants that are trying to pay attention, and it can be kind of annoying. So let's say that you're typing during a meeting and you're trying to get your work done. While you may not be able to get away with it, you might not want your boss calling you out while you're trying to pay attention to your typing. So it's kind of like that, or if you're studying or you're reading and someone is talking in the background, or you hear the television or something that's on, those sounds can be annoying, and it can be a distraction, and it'll take you away from your focus. So let's make it a practice by being courteous to our colleagues and muting ourselves when we're not talking. Um, I was on a conference call recently, and I tell you, I think the moderator had to tell us about during the whole meeting about muting our phones. So let me do this. Something that I wanted to do is to show you guys how to do that, how to mute your phone while we're in a video conference. So let me get back to my notes. And it's easy to find. What you guys can do is pull up or just Google how to mute your phone or your device during a Zoom meeting, because most of us are doing our conference calls and our webinars, etc., on Zoom. So one thing you can do as you're in the Zoom portal, the web portal, once you sign in with your, or when you join with your meeting ID, you click join, then you want to, there's the screen that comes up, and I'm going to share this with you so you can see. Um, so let me share this screen. So you get this, and I need to move my little handles on the side so to be out of the way. So you get the screen that comes up that's telling you that you're entering into the meeting. And so at the bottom, now sometimes it depends on how your desktop is set up. Your desk, you see this little black banner or toolbar at the bottom. Sometimes it's invisible. So the only way you would see it is by placing or hovering your mouse across it so that it will be viewable. So you see the little red line that's across the video and the mic. Those are saying that we're muted. So if you're not muted when you first come in, what you want to do is click those two icons, and that will mute you. Now, the Zoom, who's ever directing the Zoom, they can mute everyone. But one thing that we have been finding is that when you come on after the conference is on, for somehow it does not mute you. It doesn't see you. So one thing you want to do is make sure that you're muted. Now, one thing that I do when I first log in, or when I set up my Zoom session, I do have the business Zoom. So I'm more than sure you can do the same thing with the basic. But what I do, I go into settings, and there's a section that tells you, let's see, where is it? I wanted to show you. So this is a little larger so you can see. So here, you see, you can unmute or stop video, start or stop your video. So the line is across it. It means that no one can see you or they can hear you. So you want to mute it. So I usually go into settings, and I don't actually see it here, so I can show it to you. But anyway, in your settings, you can select to start your video, your Zoom session with the video and the audio off. You can do that in your settings. So that means whenever your screen starts, it will start with the mute and the audio off. Now, sometimes I notice, like when I start, I'll get a message that will say, you're starting unmuted. Do you want to unmute yourself? So the only time you may want to unmute yourself is when you actually go in, or you're starting the video, and you're saying, and they're asking you to introduce yourself. So you may want to click that mute the icon for the microphone and unmute it. That's the only time you may want to unmute it, and you want to go back and mute it again. So guys, whatever you do, please try to learn to mute yourself when you're not speaking, because it is a distraction. And it's even more of a distraction when the moderator have to keep asking you to mute yourself. So you guys have an awesomely blessed evening. If you have any questions or comments, I'm always here for you. You can reach me at area code 804-447-4312. And I'm going to change my screen back so you can see that. So what I'll do, I'll meet you here each evening, because I will be giving 10 Zoom meeting tips throughout this week and the rest of next week. And for each, after I post it during the morning, at night I will do a Zoom session. So raise your hand. HRichnetworks is here for you. We would love to help you get through these little small Zoom techniques that will help you be a better, or be able to do a Zoom conference much better. So again, I'm Helena Richardson, web strategist with HRichnetworks. You can visit our website at www.HRichnetworks.com, or give us a call at 804-447-4312. You guys have an awesomely blessed night, and be safe out there. Take care, guys.